Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? It's Professional here. So today I have a video talking about something specific in the GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition, and this is something that has gotten me really irritated and really annoyed. I'm not happy about this at all. Now, I don't want to sound completely negative. The Definitive Edition of San Andreas is looking great, the graphics look great, some of the animations for the characters are weird, and some of them do look weird, but overall the world does look good, and I am having fun generally replaying the story mode. However, though, we're going on the topic of this video, which is that the GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition has not included the original two-player mode. It has not. And I was really worried that they were going to cut this out. Now, the original version of San Andreas had this on the PS2. I'm not sure if the Xbox version had this. Somebody confirm with me if it did or didn't. I believe that the remastered version of San Andreas on PS3 did not have it. That was many years ago when they released a PS3 version of it. But the original PS2 version had it, and when you downloaded San Andreas on PS4, because it is available on PS4, it still had the two-player mode. And take a look at this. This is exactly what two-player mode is. Now, for people that are confused on what two-player mode is, with two-player mode, you go to one of these markers. These markers are all over the map. Now, there's basically three versions of these. The first version is basically this one. You basically go up to this one. These are specific that are scattered around the map. The easiest one is right here in East Los Santos at the beginning of the game. You kind of go in this area where these four small little houses are, and in between them, you have the marker. Now, you can actually play online with a friend on the PS4. You can play this with a friend that's over at your house, but you can also play this online with a friend through the PS4 version. And what you would do is you would go to share play and you would hit visitor plays with you. Now you can see I'm doing this with my friend currently. We logged into the original San Andreas just to test this again, to show you guys what you could do with this. So basically, a friend of mine connects through share play. Now, obviously, you need to have internet that is sufficient for share play, but if both players have that, your friend will connect to your game, they can hit a button, and then they choose their character. And then what you do is basically you can run around the map and mess around. It's not split screen because it's just one screen together, but you have to stay close to each other or else it is going to fail. But basically, whatever weapons that you have, your friend has. And not only that, but you can use cheat codes. And whenever you get into a vehicle, the person who's not driving is able to use drive-by weapons. So they're able to basically shoot out the window. You can even use the flying car cheat code, which me and my friends would just mess around with. So basically, me and my friends, back in the day, we used to play this a lot. We would play San Andreas 2-player, where basically we would just get a bunch of cops after us and just try to survive as long as we can, go on crazy car chases across the map, activate the flying car cheats, so many activate the crazy NPC cheats. There was just so much stuff that we messed around with, and we had so much fun with this. But unfortunately, the definitive edition of San Andreas is not included this. Now, the other two modes of the two-player is you have a rampage mode, which the rampage mode is kind of boring, where you just basically go to an area and you just complete an objective to kill a specific amount of enemies. Barely anyone did that. Everyone focused on the two-player exploration free mode one, because that one was fun. The third version is where you can actually play pool together. So if you actually go to any bar that has a pool table, you can actually play with a friend. And so you see, me and my friend, we tested that here as well. In the Definitive Edition, you cannot play two-player in pool again. Now, I'm not, complaining about pool here, because, pool is a small feature. I doubt that many players used it. However, though, the two-player free mode one, a lot of players use this, and I'm pretty pissed off that this is not included in the San Andreas Definitive Edition. Now, take a listen to what I said. This is a video that I posted a few weeks ago on top 10 things that I hope that the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition does and doesn't do. And take a listen to what I said here specific. We have Keep San Andreas, local multiplayer. And now this I'm pretty worried about. So basically what this is in GTA San Andreas, there are these red markers that are scattered across the map. There's one in Los Santos, one in San Fierro, one in Las Venturas, and there's a few in the countryside, I believe. And basically what happens is player 2 connects, they hit a button, and then they're automatically in the game with you. And so basically this isn't like complete split screen because it's not divided between two screens, but it's local. It's basically couch play with a friend of yours. And so basically you guys are on the same screen, but you see everything together. And then when you're in the car, one person is using a drive-by weapon, the other person drives. You can basically explore the whole map. You can mess around. You can go from point A on the map all the way across the whole map to point B. You can fly different types of air vehicles together. Some you can't get into stand together because they don't have enough spots. But the point that I'm making is that this mode is actually pretty fun. It's a lot of fun, and you can also play it even through PlayStation together. I actually do that with SharePlay. I sometimes play with SharePlay with my friends. As you guys see, my friend connected to me through SharePlay, and so he's not even there with me. He's online, and so we still managed to play this through SharePlay together. It's a lot of fun, but I'm really scared that with the remastered version of San Andreas, they might cut a feature like this because they might say it, oh, nobody plays, couch co-op together, but people still play this, and you can connect through SharePlay, so please, Rockstar, don't take this out. It makes San Andreas so much funner. I was worried about this exact thing. I was worried that in the definitive edition, they would ignore the two-player mode and they would cut it out. And that's exactly what has happened here, unfortunately. Now, I know some people are going to say, Professional, why are you making such a big deal out of this? It's just one simple mode. They redid San Andreas. They made the graphics much better. Sure, they did. But the thing is, though, is them taking out the two-player mode in San Andreas, this has actually pissed me off more than the swimming in GTA 3 and Vice City, because I was pissed off that Claude and Tommy couldn't swim in GTA 3 and Vice City, but they never could swim. So I was expecting they would at least add that as a new feature in. But this is a feature that has existed in San Andreas since 2004 when that game first came out, and they did not bother to bring it back. And the two-player mode, and especially with SharePlay, this basically adds infinite amounts of replayability, because you could always log into the game, you could have one of your friends connect to you, and you could play and you can mess around and you could have a lot of fun. You could do a lot of things going around the map. You don't have that same experience when you're playing solo. I know solo play is fun, don't get me wrong, but sometimes I wanted to play with my friend and we just explore the map and just cause a bunch of chaos, fly planes together. You have to be in the same plane, obviously, but it was just fun. It was a fun mode that you had, and basically, by cutting this out, you are taking out an essential feature of the game. So really, don't tell me that they couldn't have put this in. They could have easily put this in. They just ignored it because they basically figured, oh, nobody plays split screen anymore. Everybody plays online. That's how developers think these days now, and so many games do not have split screen anymore. But the thing is, though, with the PlayStation, not only could you play together, local play with a friend over your house, but you could actually play online. So you could actually have a friend connect to you, and you could actually play through SharePlay, and that worked. Why is this feature not back in the game? Why has this feature been cut? I have not seen any kind of explanation, and I know some people are going to say, but Professional, if you don't like it so much, just play the original San Andreas and just play two-player there. Well, the problem is, San Andreas has been taken off of the PlayStation Store worldwide. So you cannot buy the original San Andreas anymore. This is one of the reasons I told people to buy the original still before they take them off, because you don't know everything that's going to be in the definitive edition. The definitive edition could have taken some things out, which it did in this case. But the thing is, though, even if you own San Andreas and you own it digitally, you cannot play anymore. You can't play together. You can't play together two-player anymore. One of my friends tried to connect to me, and he kept getting this error message right here. So you cannot play together. You can't do it. And I'm guessing the reason is because it's taken off the PlayStation Store. That's why it says it's not available in your region. Even if the person owns it. Like my friend that tried to connect to it already owns San Andreas. He owns the original, and he still cannot connect with me. So you can't even play together anymore. You can't even go on the original and play together. So even on the original, they've taken that feature off now. The icon is still there, but you can't share play anymore. So it's just so annoying. So it's just unfortunate. I'm sorry that I'm going off on my rant here, but I'm just pretty pissed off because I was really hoping that I would be able to make some two-player videos, and I was really hoping that like me and my friend would be able to play online together, and I would be able to stream this and stuff like that. But if anything, the modders on PC are probably going to make their own multiplayer mods for the Definitive Edition. That is, if Rockstar does not copyright strike them, or Take-Two doesn't copyright strike them, just like a bunch of these other, just like they have DMCA takedowns, a lot of the other mods, so hopefully they don't do that. But still, I'm just pissed off because this was an essential feature of the game that has been cut out, and it's just unacceptable. It should have stayed in the game. Again, swimming was never in the old GTA games, but this was. So I'm pissed about the swimming, don't get me wrong, but swimming was not in the old GTA games. I was expecting they would add it as a new feature, but here, they've taken out an old feature that a lot of players loved and had countless hours of fun playing with their friends. Unfortunately, it's gone now. It's just a major disappointment. So if you guys enjoyed the video, do drop a like. Let me know what you think down below. And if you're new to my channel, enjoy my content, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone.